Hello everyone. So we'll be discussing about the cognitive dissonance today. So firstly, let us understand what is cognitive dissonance. So cognitive dissonance is the state of an attitude system in which two cognitive elements are logically contradictory or inconsistent in nature. So here the two cognitive elements or the two cognitive components are nothing but our own thought components. So as per the cognitive dissonance, the basic ideology behind this is that, the cognitive components or the thought components that are forming an attitude, they must become consonant. Consonant means that the two cognitive components must come to an agreement. They must be compatible towards each other. They must be compatible towards one another, whether it's your opinion, whether it's your action. They must come in an agreement. They must come into a compatibility instead of showing dissonance, which is absolutely contradictory or which is absolutely inconsistent in nature. That is what is the basic idea behind the concept of cognitive dissonance. So, here basically, what's important to understand is that the two cognitive components, or so to say, the two thought components, they must be logically in line with each other, you know and whenever the individual find that the cognition, or so to say the thought process in an attitude, they are not in line, they are absolutely contradictory, they are absolutely inconsistent, or they're absolutely dissonant, then one of them will have to be changed. Why? Then if one of them changes, it will go in the direction of agreement, it will go in the direction of compatibility, it will go in the direction of consonance. For instance, if we take example of two cognition, or rather two cognitive components, or our own thought components. So the first cognition, which is cognition 1, says that pan masala causes mouth cancer, which is fatal. Now, my second cognition says that I eat pan masala, right? So basically, I know that pan masala does cause cancer, that pan masala is fatal. That's one thought process that I already have. That's one thought component that I already have and I know about it. And the very same moment, I also consume pan masala. So, what is happening is that these two ideas, these two cognitions, these two thought processes will start making the individual feel that something is not right, something is not in line. We are getting out of tune because my own thoughts are not in aligned. My own thoughts are not basically aligned, or they are not being compatible or coming to an agreement. So then, of course, when we talk about one of these ideas, one of these ideas will have to be changed so that consonance or agreement or compatibility or consistency can be achieved, right? So, if we consider the same example, it would mean that how one can actually remove or reduce this consonance. And for that, if we talk about the second cognition, and if the person says, I will stop eating pan masala, then definitely it is going to make sense because he will, number one, start becoming healthy. Number two, it's more logical and it'll be a sensible way of reducing the dissonance. So then, of course, the two thought processes will be aligned. The two thought processes will get compatible and will become consistent also. Then, of course, when we talk about the cognitive consistency, it's basically nothing but both the balance and cognitive dissonance. And in cognitive consistency, it's all about that how, two components or two aspects or two elements which are there in an attitude, they must be in the same direction. You know, if we talk about, at least two of them, to really be in the same direction. You know, two components, aspects, or elements, they must be in the same direction. And if that does not really happen, then what's going to happen is that the person will start experiencing some kind of mental discomfort, you know, and he will start getting this feeling that there is something that's not right, there's something that's not in line, and definitely then to be in the direction of consistency, there has to be a change made, and because our cognitive system, it does require that kind of logical consistency, and it's not going to work with the illogical, something that's not making sense, something which has a lot of contradiction or inconsistency. It's definitely going to keep causing us a lot of mental discomfort, and to avoid that, there is always an attitude change that we experience, and that is what is going to lead us towards the state of balance or towards the state of consonance. And that is what cognitive consistency is all about. So, this was all about the cognitive dissonance. Thank you so much.